Happy Monday. Let's see, today's Monday, April 6, 2020. So, this is a message for investors and agents who are working with investors. Here's the nitty gritty on the mortgage market and where things are at for investors in these rather unprecedented times. So, number one, investors, not all lenders are going to count the income from the investment property you're buying as as a number that we can use to qualify you. Meaning, hey, if you're buying a property that rents for $2,000 a month, normally we can count $1,500 of that towards your income to qualify you on your debt to income ratios. That is not the case with many lenders right now. So lenders are simply ignoring that number because, hey, 50% of the population is probably not going to be paying their rent this month, next month, in the coming months. So that's an adjustment they've made, and rightfully so. Second, and I should note that not all of the lenders in my pipeline are doing this. Some are doing different variations. Some are saying, hey, no income from investment properties. And some are saying, hey, we're going to reduce that number by 50%. So it's going to be on a case-by-case basis, but they're all reducing that number, okay? They're all reducing the number they're going to use to qualify someone from the rents of the future investment property. Okay, second, reserves. This is another big one. Investors are now, I should say, lenders are now requiring investors to have more capital reserves, to have more money in the form of liquid assets that they can access to pay for debt service. So some lenders are saying, hey, an extra 3 months. Some lenders are saying an extra 6 months, in addition to what's normally required, which is 3 to 6 months, depending on the lender. So you could easily say that these requirements have been doubled to be safe. So if we're working with a lender that required 6 months, now they require a year. Or if a lender was requiring 3 months, now they're requiring 6 months worth of debt service. And that's all debts. So if you've got 10 properties, that means you've got to have enough cash to pay the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance on all 10 properties, including the next one you're buying. Those are the two biggest changes for investors. Finally, I'll say this. All the non-QM mortgages are going away. Non-qualified mortgages are going away. Bank statement loans, investor cash flow loans. But all the conventional loans are still going strong, and we are still closing those on time with little hiccups, okay? So just know that these are still going down. You're just going to have more reserves. And you're gonna have to verify employment if you're a W-2 employee. You're gonna have to verify employment the same day or within a day or two of the closing, and you're gonna have more reserves. And we're not using that as much of that rental income as possible. So as we did before, I should say. So what does this mean? This means that if you're not fully pre-approved with me, then you've got to call me and get me everything. Okay. Don't go by our initial sniff test when we talked over the phone and I said you're good. Like if you're shopping for properties or if you're selling a property and you're 1031ing and you're going to use me as your lender, you need to get me your stuff right now. Okay. Don't wait because we've got to bob and weave and we've got to go find the right lender for you. Second, this also means you got to be saving your money. Okay. You got to have liquid assets that we can use for reserves if you want to keep this investment train rolling. And finally, hey, I think obviously there's been some price drops. One thing you can do with us is you can go in strong because and this is documented as of last Friday, we're still closing all our deals, 100% of them. We have not dropped the ball on any of our loans. Fortunate for me, I didn't have any non-QM loans going. So nobody was doing a bank statement or asset only or investor cash flow loan. All my borrowers are going conventional, which is the cheapest money anyway, the best route you should go if you can qualify anyway. So an advantage that you have is you can say, hey, I'm working with Chris Lawhead and Excel Financial Group. They're still closing all their loans. We can certainly prove that. We were around before and after the last Great Recession, and we're around before and we'll be around after this next significant challenge, this next, economic depression, recession, meltdown, whatever you want to call it. So it's like that. I hope you're well. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, reach out to me for your specific scenario. But there's your Monday investor lender news. All right. Hope you're well. Bye.